What's good in the hood, YouTube? This is Crazy Samurai 71 here, bringing you another video. Today I am going to be starting my reaction time videos for Return of the Jedi, Star Wars Episode 6 commercials. So I will be going through as many of them as I can find, or just the ones that I was able to find. And I have a good number of them, so there's a bunch of them that you guys will see over the next couple of weeks. And I guess that's about it for me, so let's get started, guys. So here we go.
Star Wars Return of the Jedi is here. From it, Kenner brings you 65 incredible Star Wars action figures, each sold separately. And now, Kenner reveals yet another from the dark side of the Force, the Supreme Master, the Emperor, and he's yours free, just by sending 5 proofs of purchase from any Star Wars action figures to Return of the Jedi, Box 596, Young America, Minnesota. But hurry, this offer will end.
Okay, so that commercial is advertising, the Emperor himself, Emperor Palpatine, and it's showing, him off. That's important. Palpatine. It's showing Palpatine in his cloak form, but it's not the best looking figure. It's mentioning these 5 proofs of purchase, which is kind of important, and that's interesting. And they were so serious and so dramatic when they were doing, reading everything of 5 proofs of purchase at this P.O. box at this time. Okay. I get they're trying to be intense and trying to match things, but it's just that's about it for me with that one. I don't know what else to say. It's just okay. I get that you don't want to be boring, but at the same time, it just kind of seems kind of funny in a way to me. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
The Force is back. The rebels won't tire till they see the last of the Empire. And Kenner's there with Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
I'm gonna feed you to Sarlacc pit, Skywalker.
Klaatu, Weequay, Luke Skywalker, and Lando Calrissian, each sold separately.
Prepare the plank, Weequay. Surprise, surprise, I'm Lando in disguise. Let's get out of here, Luke. Whoa, the plank is falling. Help!
Klaatu, Weequay, Luke Skywalker, and Lando Calrissian action figures, each sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Okay, so that commercial was focusing obviously on the whole entire Sarlacc pit scene. You could see that the bridge is falling over. Oh my god, that's really Lando in disguise. All those kind of references. Yeah, that's pretty good. They're referencing some figures here and there. Klaatu Weequay also. Interesting. I don't really remember those names, so I was like, what? What is that? Obviously for fans who maybe are a little bit more hardcore Star Wars fans, you might immediately be like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Don't even ask me. Yeah. That's it. But for me, I'm not I'm just now. I know Star Wars fairly well, but I'm not oh, I know every single character super darn well, especially in the extended Star Wars universe. I know some extended Star Wars stuff, but not too much. I've been interested in getting into it, but this has so far been the closest thing I've been getting to it right now. So yeah, I've watched Clone Wars a little bit. I haven't really watched Rebels, but we'll see. So let's keep going, guys.
The Force is back. The rebels won't tire till they see the last of the Empire. And Kenner's there with Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Biker Scout reports. All's quiet at the security shield. That shield and guard's gotta go. I'll cause a diversion.
Han Solo, Logray, Chief Sherpa, and Biker Scout, each sold separately.
Yaha! Why, you little Ewok. Let the rock roll. Direct hit.
Han Solo, Chief Sherpa, Biker Scout, and Logray action figures, each sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Okay, so that was a commercial for more of the scenes that go on Endor, with the whole entire, the Ewoks, and you got the Biker Scouts there, you got some figures. It's pretty cool, and they have a nice place that's set up there. Obviously, I don't think that's for sale, that whole entire setup that they had there. I think that's more of something that they just put together, because otherwise it would have been advertised together, but they were advertising really the figures like Chief Chirpa and The other guy, I just missed his name. But there's also Han, I think, was advertised, and the Biker Scout was advertised, and then there was another Ewok, which is probably one of the more well-known Ewoks, and I'm forgetting his name. I think it was like Kerpa or something like that, or some other name. I might just be confusing it with Chirpa again, Cube Chirpa. But there was the other one, so yeah, looks interesting. Obviously, Ewoks were a very big thing, so I'm sure there's a whole bunch of Ewoks that were probably sold at that time. And Ewoks in general, like, they even got their own spin-off show at one point. I'm not lying about that. Like, that's true. They got, like, their own spin-off cartoon. So, if you look that up, yeah, it's a real thing. Ewoks got their own cartoon. The thing that, like, people find kind of annoying from that movie, that one thing that, like, people tend to, like, complain about, the Ewoks, yeah, they had their own cartoon. I'm not joking, guys. Look it up.
The Force is back. The rebels won't tire till they see the last of the Empire. And Kenner's there with Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
I'm off to rescue R2-D2.
Y-Wing Fighter, you have to put it together. Batteries not included. Action figures each sold separately.
Activate laser cannon. Ready, aim, on target. Luke Skywalker to base. We're coming in.
Y-Wing Fighter, action figures sold separately from Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection.
Okay, so that is the Jabba the Hutt playset, which is actually pretty awesome, and it's one that I definitely remember seeing, and I've seen it before online, and I've seen what it is. It's actually very cool, and it's very important because, Jabba the Hutt is a very significant character. One thing that I forgot to mention, though, about all these commercials so far is that, and this is something that I actually really enjoy. I mean, well, not all these commercials, that first one not included, but the others definitely is this whole entire aspect that it seems that the way that they advertise them is that they actually would start off by showing an actual moment from the movie that matches with what they're advertising in the commercial. I kind of like that at the same, and that kind of like makes sense to like advertise like, oh, this key moment, like, oh, I wonder what's going on here. It advertises like the movie and gives like an extended moment from like a trailer or something like that. Like, it adds a little bit more to what's going on, which is kind of nice. Like, I actually really do admire that, and I think that that's kind of cool that they go the extra mile and they do that, and it just seems like interesting. Like, it's just an extra detail, but it's kind of nice to see it. So, yeah, that's something I noticed that I actually kind of really admired and thought, wow, okay, that's good. No, but anyway, you got to see Solaris Grom or whatever, the little alien guy that laughs with ha 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 ha, that guy. And then there's the one that brings him over or whatever, and then you see Jabba, and that's like it's like the original, that's one of the early sculpts of Jabba, and they really didn't have any sets prior to this of Jabba, because though he was an interesting character, up until this point, they didn't have any reason to really make anything, and that scene was so iconic, that's why they had to do it, so, yeah. But it's a cool commercial, really cool, so yeah.